When your event needs to look and sound its best, trust the team that delivers every time. At A1 Audio, we provide professional sound, video, and lighting systems throughout Fairfield County. From corporate meetings and fundraisers to community events and celebrations, A1 Audio brings clarity, energy, and atmosphere to every moment. Elevate your next event with A1. Call, email, or visit us today.
Championships are built on more than just skill. They're built on heart, focus, and relentless work. These are life lessons gained through sport. Sports imitate life, and at CT Elite we take rising talent and push it to the next level.
At the heart of our mission is to teach, empower, and inspire a deep passion for the game. To simply play for the love of field hockey.
We prepare you for what's next. This is CT Elite Field Hockey.
When your event needs to look and sound its best, trust the team that delivers every time. At A1 Audio, we provide professional sound, video, and lighting systems throughout Fairfield County. From corporate meetings and fundraisers to community events and celebrations, A1 Audio brings clarity, energy, and atmosphere to every moment. Elevate your next event with A1. Call, email, or visit us today.
Championships are built on more than just skill. They're built on heart, focus, and relentless work. These are life lessons gained through sport. Sports imitate life, and at CT Elite we take rising talent and push it to the next level.
At the heart of our mission is to teach, empower, and inspire a deep passion for the game. To simply play for the love of field hockey.
We prepare you for what's next. This is CT Elite Field Hockey.
When your event needs to look and sound its best, trust the team that delivers every time. At A1 Audio, we provide professional sound, video, and lighting systems throughout Fairfield County. From corporate meetings and fundraisers to community events and celebrations, A1 Audio brings clarity, energy, and atmosphere to every moment. Elevate your next event with A1. Call, email, or visit us today.
Championships are built on more than just skill. They're built on heart, focus, and relentless work. These are life lessons gained through sport. Sports imitate life, and at CT Elite we take rising talent and push it to the next level.
At the heart of our mission is to teach, empower, and inspire a deep passion for the game. To simply play for the love of field hockey.
We prepare you for what's next. This is CT Elite Field Hockey.
When your event needs to look and sound its best, trust the team that delivers every time. At A1 Audio, we provide professional sound, video, and lighting systems throughout Fairfield County. From corporate meetings and fundraisers to community events and celebrations, A1 Audio brings clarity, energy, and atmosphere to every moment. Elevate your next event with A1. Call, email, or visit us today.
Championships are built on more than just skill. They're built on heart, focus, and relentless work. These are life lessons gained through sport. Sports imitate life, and at CT Elite we take rising talent and push it to the next level.
At the heart of our mission is to teach, empower, and inspire a deep passion for the game. To simply play for the love of field hockey.
We prepare you for what's next. This is CT Elite Field Hockey.
When your event needs to look and sound its best, trust the team that delivers every time. At A1 Audio, we provide professional sound, video, and lighting systems throughout Fairfield County. From corporate meetings and fundraisers to community events and celebrations, A1 Audio brings clarity, energy, and atmosphere to every moment. Elevate your next event with A1. Call, email, or visit us today.
Championships are built on more than just skill. They're built on heart, focus, and relentless work. These are life lessons gained through sport. Sports imitate life, and at CT Elite we take rising talent and push it to the next level.
At the heart of our mission is to teach, empower, and inspire a deep passion for the game. To simply play for the love of field hockey.
We prepare you for what's next. This is CT Elite Field Hockey.
When your event needs to look and sound its best, trust the team that delivers every time. At A1 Audio, we provide professional sound, video, and lighting systems throughout Fairfield County. From corporate meetings and fundraisers to community events and celebrations, A1 Audio brings clarity, energy, and atmosphere to every moment. Elevate your next event with A1. Call, email, or visit us today.
Championships are built on more than just skill. They're built on heart, focus, and relentless work. These are life lessons gained through sport. Sports imitate life, and at CT Elite we take rising talent and push it to the next level.
At the heart of our mission is to teach, empower, and inspire a deep passion for the game. To simply play for the love of field hockey.
We prepare you for what's next. This is CT Elite Field Hockey.
Hello, everyone, and welcome into Jack Casagran Field here behind Brian McMahon High School in Norwalk, Connecticut. You're watching the DAF Media Network, and tonight we're in conjunction with the FCIAC as we bring you the 2025 Girls Field Hockey FCIAC Finals between the number 2 seeded Darien Blue Wave and the top seeded Staples Wreckers. I'm Juan Heffron, joined alongside Catherine Vanderzee. Catherine, this is a rematch of last year's semifinals that took place in Wilton, and Staples won that one 3-2 in overtime, but they also met again about a month ago. What can we expect between these two teams tonight?
I think that these are two very competitive teams. The last time that they faced off this season, Darien was the first to score, but then Staples came back in the second half and scored 2 goals, ending with Staples' lead. But I think that tonight it's very much up to the game today. I don't think there's one team that's kind of shown some more strength than the other. They're both very strong teams, and it'll be a very good game tonight.
Yes, Staples is undefeated on the year, 18-0, both in conference and out. Darien 15-2-1, that tie being against Wilton. And a notable change this game from the last one is Ella Cherenek, the senior captain goaltender, starting in net for Darien. Last time they played, it was Tess Hagney for the Wave. And Darien will start in their own end. That's the captain, Anna Dewart, giving it away. This is a rivalry brewing in the FCIAC for the past few years. Last year, like I mentioned, Staples took the FCIAC crown and the state crown. The year before, it was Darien winning the FCIAC, but Staples winning the state championship. Take a look at the starting lineups, courtesy of our graphics coordinator, Harrison Diltz. It's a big crowd here at McMahon. And Darien threatening early. Get it to Gramelski, who had the lone goal against Staples the last time these teams faced off.
Yeah, both teams already starting out off with definitely some more physical play that we've seen from both of them. It's definitely going to be a very good game, especially with Darien starting this attack so early. But now Staples has the ball and is going to try and work it up the field, which
they are able to do effectively. It's Ava Pattinson turning it over. Sydney Johnson on the near side, the senior for Darien, running stride for stride with Leah Larritz, the junior and the Northwestern field hockey commit. Also recently named to the FCIAC first team. Dewart into the circle, and nobody there. Staples gets the takeaway. Catherine Sirasula, one of the captains, hits it right over to the FCIAC second teamer, Ava Welch. Ogle in the middle looking for her fellow junior in Gramelski. And then Katie Larritt, the freshman, going to try to drive it out of her own end, but Darien has the majority of possession thus far.
Yeah, Gramelski facing a lot of pressure from those two Staples defenders, and now it'll be Shannon Bach in the center of the field to Anna Duart, trying to find something.
Duart spinning back around and looping around the defense. Got to be careful not to hit her foot. She will have a free hit from about the 20. Goes back to Bach. Shannon Bach, the Boston College committed junior. As Staples draws the turnover. 12:30 to go in the first.
Staples with a very strong clear up the field, but it'll be Sophie Beach to stop it with high pressure from the Staples attacker, Daisy Hackett.
Hackett scored the second of Staples' goals last month when they faced off, the eventual decider. And that was a very exciting game. It ended on a couple of penalty corners for Darien. Staples made the stops they needed to with their defense and Paige Knesich in nets. Here's Johnson flipping it up for Welch a little too far. And Taya Osgen will let it roll out. Taya is the sister of Tyla Osgen, a captain on this team last year, who's now playing field hockey at Stanford. Osgen gives this one a lift.
It'll be Darien possession off of that. It'll be Duart to Bach.
This one rolling to the far side. Libby Meyer, the sophomore. Now Darien bringing it into the circle. along the end line.
It'll go out off of a Staples stick, though, and it'll be Darien from the 25.
Schneeberger is going to go all the way back to Beach, and Darien will reset here. Lulia Scahadillo on the near side. Gets the top of that one. Goes right over to Emily Russell.
Staples now on the attack.
Larrett in the middle.
A little bit of some contact there between Ogle and Larrett.
Ball looked like it got deflected right up into Athena Ogle. And some stick-to-stick contact as well.
Schneeberger to Ogle. Ogle looking for a teammate, but she'll find a Staples stick.
Stacey Hackett bringing it up the field for the Wreckers now. So they try to enter Darien territory for the first time in this one. Darien playing very strong. It's a takeaway by the Wreckers, though. Darien yet to allow a goal in these FCIAC playoff games. They beat Ridgefield 2-0 in the quarterfinals, and then 6-seeded Greenwich 3-0 in the semifinals en route to this game. Staples trying to drive it down the field, and it's a big whack.
Yeah, very high drive from the Staples defense. You know, Sophie Beach trying to clear it out, but two Staples bodies kind of block that.
That's number 5, Ava Pattinson, the freshman, who was named to the FCIAC second team. Each player was commemorated before this game for that honor. Here's Welch on the near side. Welch into the corner. And the Staples stand strong. Expect a drive from Taya Osgen. That one not strong enough. Welch has it. Good block by Sirasulo. Goes right to Gromelski. Gromelski looking for the outlet pass. Inside now. Staples getting the sticks down. It'll be the first corner of the game.
Yeah, very good first quarter so far from both teams. Very competitive between both of them. Both teams kind of just looking for any opportunity to kind of start a fast break and make their way down the field, which we've seen a lot from Darien and just starting to see now from Staples, but very good defending from both teams. And it looks like it'll be Sydney Johnson for Darien to insert for this corner.
Darien started hot in the first half last time. They're doing it again this time. Shannon Bach at the top of the circle. Gets it to her left. Looking inside. Staples gets a takeaway. Trying to clear it. It's deflected off of Darien. We get a whistle, and Staples has the stop.
Staples now quickly looking to try and start a fast break, but Ava Schneeberger for Darien has done a great job defending.
Layered on the far side.
Still going.
Looking for the fast break. First time that Staples is deep in enemy territory.
Those taken away
They
by...
get it to Gromelski, and Staples finds themselves in a little bit of trouble. Going up to Johnson. Johnson looked like she wanted a shot, but it was taken away nicely and then flung out of bounds. That's a good play from the Staples defenders. I believe that was Ella Ledenko, one of the captains, going to Dickinson next year.
Yeah, that definitely looked like it was about to be a very bad start to the game for Staples, but a great job defending, but also definitely some good playing by Darien, which they kind of want to start to see during this first quarter. And now they'll begin another attack with Shannon Bach in the middle.
Bach swiping that one into the circle out front for Knesset. Johnson just misses wide left. That was a big opportunity for Darien. Another look. Was able to sneak it by Paige Knesset, but just to the left side of that left post. And now Staples breathing a sigh of relief as they bring it back up the field.
Yeah, Darien should feel very good right now after that last play. Although they did not score, that was a great, ball movement from the team, and I think they're definitely going to try and, continue that.
This is a Darien team that's outscored opponents 96-10 through their 18 games. they're only allowing about half a goal per game while scoring around 5. Looked for the big pass there, but Darien another interception. Leah Lara trying to stick handle her way in. She's tripped up. It will stay with her.
Yes, Staples now trying to begin an attack. Although Darien looking very good on their defense.
Ogle draws the takeaway into midfield. It's the junior Juliana Franchetti coming in.
Welch looking for something. She'll make it past Staples.
Looking to go into the circle. Gramelski has an opportunity.
Franchetti looks like she's trying to get it to Gramelski, but she'll find, I think that was Shannon Bach who hit the reverse, but it'll bounce off of Paige Knessic's pads.
First save of the day for Knessich, but we have a second penalty corner for Darien coming up. It's a good reverse from Shannon Bach. A good job from Knessich getting in front, swiping that one away. It was Sydney Johnson to insert last time. This time it looks like it will be Athena Ogle, as Franchetti came on in replacement of Johnson. Ogle, recent commit to Columbia.
It's Ogle to Bach, Bach to Duart. Duart looking
A
for the
slapper,
drive.
a tip, and a goal! It was tipped out in front, and Darien, just like last time, gets on the board first.
Yeah, what a play by Darien. That's definitely what they want to see during this first quarter and just kind of the first half of this game. I think the last time they faced off, it's definitely interesting. It was tipped.
It was tipped by Adriana Gramelski out front, who gets credit for the goal, but a good drive and assist from Anna Duart to make that happen. So Gramelski starts things off just like she did on September 25th. Maybe it was Anna Duart that gets credit for the goal. Looked like it was tipped out in front. Maybe it was tipped by a Staples player and not Adriana Gramelski.
Yeah, either way, a very good play for Darien and definitely what they want to see in this first quarter. And now they're feeling a little bit more pressure from the Staples team as it's Sophie Beach to Ava Schneeberger. Duart trying to clear it out. She'll find Luli Escajadillo. Ava Welch now on this right sideline for Darien. Feeling the pressure from the Staples team. I think, yeah, Staples is now going to try and fight to kind of tie the game. And it'll be interesting to see how the rest of this first quarter plays out for both teams.
Yeah, absolutely. And head coach Ian Tapsell for Staples is very vocal throughout the game on the sidelines, winning or losing. Gramelski is tripped up, and Darien has looked unstoppable so far.
Yeah, definitely looking very threatening right now.
Bach, a little backhand, and swiped out of bounds by Sirasulo, the 3-year varsity starter and the captain. This year she got the nod before the season started. 3:30 to go with Darien in the offensive end. So Welch stick handling in, Larrett then poking it out of bounds.
Welch once again from this far right corner for Darien.
Killing time in the corner. Trying to go upfield to Duart. Duart spinning, whiffs on that attempt.
Escajadillo stopping that ball, and it looks like we've lost a shoe from one of the Staples players, and it's Duart to Libby Meyer.
She goes across. It was a stick to the shin on Katie Larrett. And Ogle will go to Bach, but they're going to pause it, get the free position situated.
Yeah, definitely very physical game from both of these teams so far, especially with a lot of pressure from Staples on these Darien defenders. It'll be Escajadillo to drive it up the field, but it'll be blocked by Staples.
Leah Larrett going to her right to her sister Katie. Ogle taking that one away.
Gramelski now looking very threatening. She has Franchetti in the circle with her.
Staples swarming, and they're able to take it away from the three-sport athlete, Adriana Gramelski. Staples trying to flip the script here, down 1. 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. You're watching the FCIAC Field Hockey Championship game on DAF Media. We're in conjunction with the FCIAC today. This production brought to you with support from Terry and Nancy McGraw. Staples entering Darien's zone, working into the circle. Some good stick handling here in the first corner of the game for the Wreckers. And a big cheer from underneath you and I, Catherine.
Yes, a lot of Staples fans here today.
Catherine Cirasulo on the insert.
Yeah, this will be the first time that kind of Darien's goalie, Ella Chernak, who's committed to Bowdoin, will kind of see pressure from the Staples team, which he hasn't seen yet this game.
Cirasulo sends it in. Laird at the top. It's tipped out in front. It glances off of a foot, and Darien gets the stop.
It'll be Sophie Beach from the top of the circle.
Under a minute left to go in this first period of action. Deflection from Larrett. Taken away by Russell. Welsh trying to clear it out. Careful not to hit her foot. Emily Russell on the near side again. Trying to get past the captain, Dewart. She cannot. Good job from Dewart. Looking for the breakout pass. And it rolls out of bounds. Staples will take over with 30 to go.
I think it was definitely a strategic play there by Dewart to kind of just hit that ball up the field, even if it didn't find one of her teammates, just kind of relieve Darien of that pressure. But now Staples is back on the attack. It's Daisy Hackett.
15 seconds to go. They get it up, and Sharonek with a sliding save. Back out front, under 10 seconds left to go. A shot and another save from Sharonek, and Darien will knock this one out. Ava Pattinson, the freshman, was threatening on Sharonek, and time expires in the first. So a close call for Darien. The Wreckers getting up in the face of Ella Sharonek, but Darien getting on the board first, courtesy of Anna Dewart, in a tip out in front over the head of Paige Knesset. You're watching the FCIAC Championship game on DAF Media. We are sponsored by CT Elite, and at CT Elite, you can take rising talent and push them to the next level, teaching, empowering, and inspiring athletes to play for the love of the game. Train elite, play elite, be elite. Proud supporters of today's broadcast, CT Elite Field Hockey. We'll step away just for a second and be back for quarter number 2.
When your event needs to look and sound its best, trust the team that delivers every time. At A1 Audio, we provide professional sound, video, and lighting systems throughout Fairfield County. From corporate meetings and fundraisers to community events and celebrations, A1 Audio brings clarity, energy, and atmosphere to every moment. Elevate your next event with A1. Call, email, or visit us today.
Back for the second quarter of action. Another look at the Anna Dewart goal that was deflected out front I believe by number 13, Leah Larrett. Canessa's tried to reach up last second to no avail. So the score is 1-0 as we start this second frame. It was all Darien, except for the final seconds in that first quarter. And going back to last year, the whole game really came down to the final seconds as Kylie Liddell gave Darien the 2-1 lead, with a minute 08 left in Wilton. And then Sophie Fidalgo scored the game-tying goal with 12 seconds remaining. And then she would eventually hit the game winner quickly in overtime to give Staples the 3-2 victory.
Very strong drive by Staples, but Darien will win it, and it's Shannon Bach in the middle.
Bach, the midfielder, also goes in on the attack. She's really the center of this Darien offense. Is the center of this Staples offense is really the girl with the ball, Leah Larrett. And she goes back to the captain, Sierra Sulo. Got to be careful as Darien's Ogle comes streaking down. And now coming to the attacking end.
Ogle looking very threatening. She'll find Gromelski. Gromelski looking for something, but he's stripped away by Staples, but she'll win it back.
Along the end line, and Staples trying to stand tall here. It's Audrey Ziegler, who last year missed some time due to injury.
And it looks like Gromelski will win a foot over Staples, and it'll be now a corner for Darien.
Third one of the day. Number 24 on the right side of your screen is the freshman Skylar Stevens, who was pulled up for the playoffs, who scored against Ridgefield in the quarterfinals. Athena Ogle will insert. Darien capitalized on their last corner. Using the tip to their advantage, we'll see what their plan is this time. Ogle goes to Bach. Bach again to Dewart. Down low and too far. Rolling and out of bounds.
No, I think
no, was
Libby
it
Meyer
saved?
kept it in.
Meyer saves it. It's a big save for Darien. And then Staples, Mary Stevens, the Georgetown commit, flings it out of bounds. So they're safe for now.
Shannon Bach trying to weave her way through these Staples defenders. She'll find I think that was Ava
Bach
Welch.
out front, a tip from Stevens, and it goes wide.
Yeah, Darien looking very threatening in these not only in the first quarter, but now at the start of the second quarter. I think they definitely have a little bit of fire within them, given that they had lost to Staples earlier this season. So it's kind of their revenge tour.
And they also played Staples 3 times last year, and they lost all 3 times. 5-2 in the regular season, 3-2 in the FCIAC championship like we talked about, and then 5-2 again in the state championship. Here's a little breakout here for Skylar Stevens. Staples trying to chase it down. That's Taya Osgen swiping it out. But it's been Darien threatening really this entire game. Gromelski from the far side gives it a high lift.
Yeah, finding Bach in the center, and she'll pass it to Duarte. Duarte driving it in. She'll find Skylar Stevens, who will win a foot for Darien. It'll be a Darien corner. I think Darien definitely looking very threatening on that last corner, even though the pass was just a little bit long to Libby Meyer. But I think they're definitely going to try and, use it to their advantage since they scored their first goal of the game off of their second corner. So it'll be Athena Ogle to insert for Darien.
It's their 4th corner so far. Staples has only had 1. Ogle bringing it in from the near side now. Still going to Bach. Now it's at Bach. Bach looking for Gromelski, but a good defensive play from Staples. It was Stevens coming streaking down from the top. Russell looking for the outlet pass to Oakley Wilson. Wilson, the junior, another wrecker who was injured and missed time last year.
Staples now taking it through their defense.
Ledenko with a strong drive. Glances off the knee of Dewart. It will keep the Wreckers with possession. Laird around the 35. Bach on the defensive side. Laird bringing it in. Staples threatening out front. A swipe from Hackett. A Staples foot. And a change of possession.
Yeah, some very good defending there by this Darien team. It'll be Escajadillo on the right sideline for Darien. She'll pass it into Dewar and then back out to Eva Welch, but Staples will once again take that ball away and are looking to drive into Darien's circle.
Daisy Hackett, number 2, the sister of Alex Hackett, who was on this team last year and is now playing field hockey and lacrosse at Dickinson.
Staples looking for something.
A drive hitting off of what I thought was Darien. They might say it glanced off of Wilson.
Beach looking to clear. She'll find Escajadillo.
Darien really preferring those short passes over the long drives that Staples has. That's a block from Taya Osgen.
Yeah, I think if we remember the last time that these two teams matched up, there were a lot of interceptions from the Staples teams because they're very threatening, especially, you know, in these open spaces. And I think it's very strategic by Darien to kind of use those shorter passes because there's less of a risk of having a kind of interception and not having enough of their players back in time to defend.
That's something that, you know, Mo Minikis has thought about in her 26th year as head coach. There's Staples now along the far side.
Yeah, Darien now facing a lot of pressure, but they'll be able to clear it from the top of their circle. Or excuse me, from their left sideline. It'll be Schneeberger to clear it.
Schneeberger just a sophomore, but she's been a big part of Darien's squad this year. Wreckers just unable to get by. They're getting the whistles they need, though, now along the end line. They're right inside the circle now. Cherenek trying to get in front. And another stop from Darien will push the Wreckers back. Laird at the top, working on 2 defenders, and it's a good takeaway from Adriana Gromelski, the Yale lacrosse commit, but then Staples goes right back the other way.
Schneeberger now in the defense.
Bouncing into the circle, Schneeberger. Staples pouncing on the ball.
Gromelski with a very strong clear for Darien.
Ledenko drives it in, but it was after a whistle. See what the call is here. And Staples will start from within the 20.
Gromelski once again with the ball. But a lot of pressures from the Staples team so far. In these last kind of 2 minutes or so, it's definitely been.
There's a drive out front. Cherenek off the deflection. Standing in front and hitting her chest. A big save from the Bowdoin commit and the captain, Cherenek. Osgen will go back to the captain, Ledenko. Staples will be forced to reset.
Yeah, what a great play by Ella Cherenek on that one. Definitely kind of saving Darien. But once again, it'll be Staples trying to clear it down, but Schneeberger taking that ball away. She'll pass it to Shannon Bach. Bach now facing a little bit of contact. It'll be a Staples ball.
Leah Larrett will start this run. Going to drive it hopefully into the circle. A rolling ball. Cherenek kicks it away. And Schneeberger trying to get it away as well.
Yeah, Cherenek has been doing nothing but good things for this Darien team. Definitely, you know, backing up her defenders. Making some great saves.
Staples has really been backing themselves into this corner on the far side of the field, and that's where they're trying to work from. Here's a drive in, and it sails wide.
Yeah, a lot of pressure from the Staples team kind of in these past couple of minutes. A definite switch in momentum in this game as it's been Darien for the most part kind of attacking Staples half. But now it'll be think Ava Welch pushing this fast break. She's still going, making it past these Staples to find her. She's passing into the circle. She'll find Gromelski. Gromelski trying to shoot.
Knesic with the diving save. Another one out in front. She's diving around and saving a goal as Welch took it all the way in.
And what a play by both of these teams. Definitely matching each other's energy on that last one. A great save by Knesic, but also Welch and her fellow teammates kind of having a lot of attempts on goal. It was Gromelski. I think Stevens tried to get onto it, and the same for Libby Meyer.
It was Gromelski stuffed by Knesic the first time, then Meyer the second time, and the first team all FCIAC goalie saves 2 goals for Darien and keeps the lead to 1 for the Wave. 4 minutes left before halftime. Welch working her way in again. She's been strong so far in this one.
Stevens now putting some pressure on the Staples team. It'll now be Staples in this corner. Ava Welch trying to find something, but a good clear by the Staples team. But Darien once again putting some high pressure on them, kind of matching their energy and kind of physicality that they've received from Staples. So definitely looking very interesting.
There's been a lot of whistles, yeah, as Staples trying to slowly work their way into this Darien end and hopefully capitalize before halftime. There's Leah Larrett. Larrett whiffs on that one. Bach poking it up past her sister Katie. There's a good lift in the middle of the field. It's off Taya Osgin's foot. Skylar Stevens a drive into the circle. Ledenko gets in front. Gromelski coming to pick it up and poked away by the Wreckers again. Gromelski tries the reverse, but Ziegler gets in front and swipes it out of bounds towards her own bench. 3 minutes left to go now.
Ogle on this far sideline for Darien. Facing a lot of pressure by Staples and will be taken away by Staples. And we'll look to continue this kind of fast break from their team.
Here's a good chance for Staples to capitalize. White shirts around that. Schneeberger trying to take it from Stevens. The Georgetown commit and one of the captains. Into the circle now. A good chance. And Welch comes down and swipes it away, but it doesn't matter. There's a whistle anyways. Darien will take over with 2:15 to go. Hackett was ready to whack it. A good deflection and clear from Darien. Has them on the offensive side now.
Ogle to Gromelski. Gromelski now on the attack.
Can't allow a fast
make
break.
It past. Leave for her teammate. Will she find Stevens?
She's out
Still
in front
with it.
towards Knesic, and Knesic will watch it roll out. So Staples will grab possession. Owen Heffron and Catherine Vanderzee bringing you this one here at Jack Casagrande Field in Norwalk. 90 seconds to go. A reverse hit is what Bach was looking for. Staples will make the defensive stand. Ledenko, a long lift over to her fellow captain Stevens.
Very strong drive by Stevens, but Beach is just taking that ball away. She'll pass it to Duart.
Larrett in the middle. It will be Darien's possession, it looks like. Under a minute to go before the halfway point.
Yeah, it's Shannon Bach from between the hashes.
Darien will look to punch one in one more time. Goes back to the captain, Duart, on the far side now. And near the Darien bench.
Ogle keeping that ball in after it was in the air.
Good job doing that. Cirasulo looking for the breakout pass to Hackett. On the far side, Schneeberger getting in front, but there's a whistle. Staples stays with it with 30 to go. Into the circle. Poking it. Cherenek, a big kick away, and it gets past Leah Larrett. Have 20 seconds. Russell will drive in.
Strong drive, but it'll go right to Escajadillo.
It's too high in the direction of Oakley Wilson.
As Shannon Bach once again.
5 seconds now. Bach trying to kill time, and she can't successfully. And after 1/2 of play, Darien leads 1-0 over the top-seeded Staples Wreckers. Both teams will have adjustments to make. It was Anna Dewart making the goal for the Blue Wave, and Paige Knesich for the Staples Wreckers making 2 saves. That keeps the deficit at them for 1. You're watching on the DAF Media Network. Thanks to our sponsors, CT Elite, as well as A1 Audio, providing professional sound, lighting, and video production across Fairfield County and beyond. Elevate your next event with A1 Audio, or visit a1audio.com, or call 203-273-1449. 1-0 at the end of 1. You're watching the DAF Media Network in conjunction with the FCIAC, and we'll be right back in about 5 minutes for the second half.
When your event needs to look and sound its best, trust the team that delivers every time. At A1 Audio, we provide professional sound, video, and lighting systems throughout Fairfield County. From corporate meetings and fundraisers to community events and celebrations, A1 Audio brings clarity, energy, and atmosphere to every moment. Elevate your next event with A1. Call, email, or visit us today.
Championships are built on more than just skill. They're built on heart, focus, and relentless work. These are life lessons gained through sport. Sports imitate life, and at CT Elite we take rising talent and push it to the next level.
At the heart of our mission is to teach, empower, and inspire a deep passion for the game. To simply play for the love of field hockey.
We prepare you for what's next. This is CT Elite Field Hockey.
When your event needs to look and sound its best, trust the team that delivers every time. At A1 Audio, we provide professional sound, video, and lighting systems throughout Fairfield County. From corporate meetings and fundraisers to community events and celebrations, A1 Audio brings clarity, energy, and atmosphere to every moment. Elevate your next event with A1. Call, email, or visit us today.
Championships are built on more than just skill. They're built on heart, focus, and relentless work. These are life lessons gained through sport. Sports imitate life, and at CT Elite we take rising talent and push it to the next level.
At the heart of our mission is to teach, empower, and inspire a deep passion for the game. To simply play for the love of field hockey.
We prepare you for what's next. This is CT Elite Field Hockey.
When your event needs to look and sound its best, trust the team that delivers every time. At A1 Audio, we provide professional sound, video, and lighting systems throughout Fairfield County. From corporate meetings and fundraisers to community events and celebrations, A1 Audio brings clarity, energy, and atmosphere to every moment. Elevate your next event with A1. Call, email, or visit us today.
Are you enjoying this broadcast? If you like what you see on the DAF Media Network, please help support us with a donation. DAF Media is committed to education and broadcast excellence. Your support allows us to keep bringing you high-quality community programming while giving our student volunteer broadcasters hands-on STEM experiential learning of all parts of computer networking and video production. Your donations help pay for equipment, insurance, transportation, and our award-winning advisor, and make these broadcasts possible. To donate, you can scan the QR code shown here or visit our website at dafmedia.org. The link to donate is also in the description of this YouTube video. For those of you who prefer a more traditional approach, checks can be made payable to DAF Media and mailed to the address shown here. Any donation of $1,000 or more will be recognized as sponsors of our broadcasts for 1 year. Feel free to pause the broadcast to write this down. Thanks for watching and supporting DAF Media.
Back on the DAF Media Network, Owen Heffron and Catherine Vanderzee bringing you this one. It's 1-0 Darien. Anna Dewart, the senior captain for Darien, the only goal scorer in this game. And it was all Darien possession in that first half. They were getting into Staples territory with ease, staying there very easily, and Staples unable to do the same. Only a couple quick possessions that got deep into the Darien end, and only a few shots that were able to be put onto senior captain goalie Ella Cheranak. Here's Katie Larrett, the freshman, working through the Darien defense and hitting her sister Leah.
Yeah, both teams already looking very threatening this at the start of this quarter.
Corners have been a big thing, though, Catherine, with Darien having about 5 of them on the game and Staples only 1 opportunity. Darien's lone goal coming on a corner.
It'll be Shannon Bach, or excuse me, no, never mind. It's Ava Schneeberger for Darien. She'll pass it back to Beach. Beach trying to thread that needle, but will be taken away by Staples, who are going to try and
There's
start an
Hackett out in
attack.
front. Hackett with a chance, but might have glanced off a foot, and Darien will take over.
Duart facing some contact, but she'll successfully pass it off to Ava Welch. Ava Welch now driving down the field. Something that we've already seen this game from her.
A lot of white shirts. A 2-on-1 for Darien. Over to Knesic. A diving stop as it rolls out.
What a play. Yeah, Darien looking very strong coming into that circle, especially Ava Welch with her kind of second big run of the game for this Darien team, definitely leading the attack for it, and just a little bit wide there on that shot, and just, but Darien is continuing this attack, and it's Shannon Bach passing it back to Schneeberger.
Darien resets with Beach in the back.
Staples also putting on a lot of pressure on these Darien defenders to kind of successfully clear it. It's Duart in the middle, Back to Beach. Beach now to Schneeberger. Hopefully looking for maybe a strong drive, but I think it'll be a foot from Shannon Bach, so it'll be a Staples ball from the 50.
It's a big turnover for Staples. Leah Larrett looking to move her way inside. Foot glances off that one. She was stepping away from the contact, and we'll go back to Bach of Darien. Like we mentioned, a big rivalry in the FCIAC are these two teams. Staples is the only Connecticut team to beat Darien since New Canaan did it in October of 2021 by the score of 2-1. So Staples is the only team that really has an answer for Darien. The closest we've gotten since then in terms of Connecticut teams is Wilton, who tied with Darien 0-0 in the regular season. But other than that, Staples has been Darien's kryptonite. But Darien leads 1-0 at this moment in time.
Shannon Bach with a very strong lift. Gromelski will have it. She's on the baseline. Trying to find something, but I think it'll be a Staples ball.
Ledenko taking it up for the Wreckers. She wanted the long drive. Now she'll take it. Gromelski gets a stick in the way. Looking to go over to Stevens, but Bach intercepts that pass.
Bach to Welch. Welch on that right side, but she has two Staples defenders on her. Will be Staples to win that. Now looking to get it out, but Ogle will take that back.
Looking to go into the circle. It's popped up in the air.
It'll still continue to be Darien's ball, though. It's Libby Meyer passing it back to Shannon Bach. Bach.
Look for a reverse here. Bach being swarmed. Stays with Darien.
Yeah, Bach definitely facing a lot of pressure this game.
Goes backwards. Dewart at the top. Goes to her right. Welch hauls that one in. Staples steps in front of that pass.
Welch still trying to hold on to it, but will be taken away by Staples. Staples now with possession from their left sideline.
Staples in the blue jerseys, going from left to right. Darien in the whites. Moving from right to left on your screen. In front of the Darien bench now is Taya Osgen. The junior will go back in her own end. Gromelski applying some pressure on Ledenko. Sirasulo carving through the defense. Hauled in by Wilson in front of the far sideline.
Staples still looking strong, trying to pass it through this Darien defense. They'll be successful continuing this attack. But it'll be Chiwe Dagavidas to clear it out for Darien. Her first time kind of getting on that ball this game for Darien.
She was a mid-season pull-up on this field hockey squad. Ended up winning Athlete of the Week, voted by Darien students. And the Wreckers looking to move into the Darien end, but are unable to. Now they get possession back.
Staples with a strong clear, but it was blocked by Johnson for Darien. Looks like it'll be Duart. Now to Bach. Bach back out to Ogle on that left sideline. Ogle weaving through players. She's still going.
Ogle to her right. It's Meyer. Ledenko pounces on it for Staples and smartly rolls it out of play. A good job from Ledenko applying the pressure. Here's Ava Welch. Looking for a teammate, will take it herself.
She'll pass it back to Duart. Duart with a strong drive into the circle.
Out front, Ledenko steps in front of that one again.
Yeah, it looked like Duart was looking for Gromelski, but Ledenko just got in front of that ball and will now clear it from the top of Staples' circle. But once again, Gromelski putting a lot of pressure on these Staples defenders to kind of make some quick decisions, and it'll be Staples to clear it once again.
It's been a very defensive-heavy game. Not a lot of big opportunities for either team thus far. And the lone goal, again, was a tip out in front. There's a drive down the field. Beach will try to jog to it before it rolls out of the end line. Darien will start this possession in their own end.
It looks like it'll be Dogavides. She'll pass it back to Beach. Beach switching the field and going to Schneeberger. Schneeberger trying to hit it inside to Bach.
And your takeaway, have to be careful here, and they're able to get past midfield with Ogle going
Meyer
into
now.
the middle.
Meyer now driving down the field. She'll try and pass it to one of her teammates, but it'll go to Staples, and now Staples with a very strong drive down the field.
It's a good job from Ella Ledenko protecting the ball there with two Darien attackers on her and forcing the whistle.
It'll be Shannon Bach at the 20 for Darien.
Bach spinning. Bach a reverse. And a stop for the Wreckers. Just over 6 minutes left. 1-0 still the score.
Ledenko with a very strong lift to her teammate.
Mary Stevens on the near side. The Georgetown commit flipping it up for Hackett, but it rolls too far.
Yeah, Staples definitely trying to make something happen in this third quarter, but Darien has done a very good job of kind of getting in the way of that. But once again, a pass has been intercepted by Staples. Looking to clear it, but Ogle wins that back. And it'll be Ava Schneeberger, the sophomore for Darien, to start it. And it'll be Bach now looking for someone. She'll pass it back to Schneeberger. Schneeberger to Beach. Beach out to Dogavides on that right sideline. Trying to pass it up the sideline to one of her teammates, but it'll just go out of bounds, and it'll be Staples' ball right next to their sideline.
There's Osgen looking to go into the circle. Pressure from Hackett. Darien will take control. Swipe it near side to Schneeberger. Schneeberger goes up to Ogle. Katie Larrick gets her stick in there. Off of her foot. And Schneeberger will have herself a free hit after the whistle.
Schneeberger with a very strong lift. She'll find Libby Meyer, but it looks like it'll be a Staples ball.
Might have gone too high on the stick. Larritt in the middle will flip it back to Cirasulo. Catherine Cirasulo, a drive down the field, looking for Hackett. Rolling towards Cherenek. Beach comes in and clears away the ball. Along the Staples side, the Wreckers take over. They're already in Darien territory, trying to get closer to Cherenek in net. They'll go back and reset here. Got to be careful with Gromelski coming up.
Gromelski winning that ball back. She'll give her teammates some time to get upfield. Though it looks like there will be a call on her, and it'll be a Staples possession with a very strong drive down the field, but it'll be taken away by Dogavides, who passes it out to Skylar Stevens. But that's once again stripped away by Staples.
It's a good poke on the far side. Now the freshman Katie Larritt looking to get inside. Has Stevens on her right. Trying to take it herself. It's swiped over to her sister, Leah. Leah Larritt in here. The junior. Hackett out in front. Cherenek comes diving across. And throwing it towards the net was Hackett. And too far. Might have held onto that one a little too long. And Staples can't cash in.
Yeah, Staples looking very threatening though. But some great, goalkeeping by Darien's goalkeeper, Ella Cherenek. Kind of getting out and making that stop. Now we'll see Darien now on the attack.
3 minutes to go before the fourth and final quarter. Anna Dewart in front of her own bench on the far side.
It'll be Ogle on this left sideline, facing a lot of pressure, but she'll keep the ball.
It was a good job from the junior ducking away from Larrett and Stevens. Bach, a good lift. Bounces once before finding Gromelski. Gromelski sprinting along the baseline.
But it'll be a Darien corner because that goes out.
I believe
Off
that's
of
the
Staples.
first one of this half as well for either side.
Yeah, Darien definitely looking to kind of seize this opportunity. They did score their first and only goal of this game off of a corner. So they're hoping to repeat that now. And it will be Athena Ogle to insert. She also inserted for their goal, so Darien definitely looking to make something happen off this play and strengthen their lead.
Darien hoping for their 17th FCIAC championship title. Bach goes to a right, a drive from Meyer, and it goes wide. Staples able to draw the stop, and they'll take over with 90 seconds to go. Ladenko, defensive captain on her own end.
Gromelski putting some pressure on the Staples team. Ogle getting that ball, but it'll just be intercepted by Staples.
Larrett, that pass able to be caught by Stevens. It's a good job corralling that pass.
Stevens now making her way towards the baseline.
Stevens going to try to drive it in. She chopped it a little bit.
Duart now.
Duart picking it up. Katie Larrett stepping in front, glances off her foot. Darien has it with a minute to go.
Darien Shannon Bach to kind of drive that ball up the field, but it'll be just a little bit too short for her teammate Athena Ogle, and Staples will intercept it. Staples now looking to make something happen in these last 40 seconds of the game, but Sophie Beach will just stop that ball and she'll clear it out for Darien.
30 seconds to go in the third. Staples driving in. Hackett deflects high off her stick. Daisy Hackett spinning around, trying to look for a corner, and they don't get it. And Darien will whip it down the field.
Duart with the drive to Franchetti.
Under 10 seconds left. Whistles as the clock continues to run. And the buzzer sounds on quarter number 3. The score remains 1-0. Staples has 15 minutes left to tie it up in the FCIAC championship game on the DAF Media Network production, brought to you with support from Terry and Nancy McGraw, as well as our sponsors CT Elite and A1 Audio. Elevate your next event with A1 Audio. You can visit a1audio.com or call at 203-273-1449. A 2-minute break before you join us for the last 15 minutes in the girls varsity field hockey FCIAC championship game.
Championships are built on more than just skill. They're built on heart, focus, and relentless work. These are life lessons gained through sport. Sports imitate life, and at CT Elite we take rising talent and push it to the next level.
At the heart of our mission is to teach, empower, and inspire a deep passion for the game. To simply play for the love of field hockey.
We prepare you for what's next. This is CT Elite Field Hockey.
When your event needs to look and sound its best, trust the team that delivers every time. At A1 Audio, we provide professional sound, video, and lighting systems throughout Fairfield County. From corporate meetings and fundraisers to community events and celebrations, A1 Audio brings clarity, energy, and atmosphere to every moment. Elevate your next event with A1. Call, email, or visit us today.
The last quarter here at Jack Casagrande Field at Bryant McMahon High School before one of these two teams is crowned FCIAC champion. Staples trying to go back-to-back. Darien looking to win their 17th. Mary Stevens loses a shoe, and she will put that back on as Katie Laird has it on the near side. The freshman, whose two older sisters, Leah the junior, committed to Northwestern, and her oldest sister, Emma, both field hockey players. Emma at UConn this year, playing field hockey for the Huskies. Dewart driving it down the field. Darien looking to increase their lead. Staples looking to tie it up.
Skylar Stevens is a really good run down the field. She'll try and make it to Gromelski, but it'll be cleared by Staples. Looks like it'll be Staples from the 25.
Staples making a big stop. Got to watch Adriana Gromelski. She's been a ball hawk in the Staples end of the field, intercepting the passes and making Darien go on some good attacking opportunities. Stevens near side.
Schneeberger on the defense.
Stevens working away around. A good job from the captain who's going to Georgetown next year. Katie Larrett finds Stevens again along the end line, slapping it in front of Cherenek. A swipe, and it's in! Staples ties it up. The crowd goes wild. All due to the run of Mary Stevens. We'll get a look at who cashed in here. It might have been Hackett to finish. It was Beach and Hackett poking it in, 5-holing Ella Cherenek.
Yeah, very good play by the Staples team, definitely making their way through that Darien defense, but now Darien looking to respond. Bach with the ball now. She'll pass it back to her captain, Anna Duart. Back out to Skylar Stevens.
A big goal for the Wreckers. This game is tied up with one apiece, and it's Hackett who scored the go-ahead goal a month ago when these two teams squared off at Darien High. Here's Ava Welch. Daisy Hackett and Ava Welch, both members of the All-FCIAC second team. Schneeberger on the near side. It's a big student section for Staples, it looks like, in the stands.
Yeah, definitely a lot of fans here today. Not only for Staples and Darien, but we have a couple other FCIAC teams in attendance. One of them being Greenwich. And I think also we have a few people from Wilton and some other towns. It'll now be Darien. From the 30, it's Chiwe Dogavitas. With a little bit of too light of a pass back to Beach, but she'll make it to that. And it's Schneeberger out to Ogle. Ogle looking for something. She's using some good technical skills.
Gets it into the middle of the field for Meyer. Meyer over to Dewart. Darien making a run here. Dewart, the track star, sprinting down into the circle. A whistle. Staples will take over. A lift over to Stevens. Stevens had the incredible run and an amazing assist on Staples' last goal. It bounces out here, and Stevens will have it. She'll go back to Katie Larrett, and they'll reset with Audrey Ziegler on the near side. Ziegler, a light lift that finds Ogle. Gromelski finds Cirasulo, runs into the brick wall of a captain.
Gromelski still trying to stay on that ball, but it looks like it'll be a foot for her, so Staples will keep it. We'll take that from the 55. Passing it back to Captain Ella Ladenko with a strong drive up the field for Staples, but Schneeberger's right there.
Stevens backing into traffic. Leah Larrett goes to her sister on the near side. Katie Larrett, a nice move to get past Ogle. Larrett's going to drive it in. It deflects over the middle. Larrett poking at it. A whistle. Darien makes a big stop.
Yeah, definitely nothing new from this Staples team. I mean, last time Darien and Staples faced off, they had both of their goals to win the game in the, third and fourth quarters. So this is nothing new for their team, and it should be expected by Darien that definitely Staples turns on the heat at the second half of the game.
That's what they did last time, and it's been shown. Those 2 goals in the second half last time and a goal early in the fourth quarter this time.
Yeah, Darien now trying to lengthen their lead and kind of respond to that Staples goal, but Staples once again, and it's Larrett driving down the field, but Duart right there with her, and she'll poke that away, but it looks like it'll be a turnover, and it'll be Staples.
Might have glanced off a foot on that possession. Ogle was trying to point at it, but to no avail. Here's Leah Larrett slapping it in, looking for Hackett again.
Beach with a very strong clear for Darien. It'll be Staples from that far left sideline around the 15-yard line. But Franchetti is right there putting that pressure on this Staples defense. But Staples looking very strong. Although Schneeberger will take that ball away from Stevens. Now it's Bach in the middle.
Back in their own end is Darien Dogavitas. Looking to go down the field, and it finds Osgen on the wrong team. Far side, 9 minutes to go. Still tied 1-1, and it's very likely we could see, for the second year in a row, another overtime game. Into the corner. Darien retakes possession.
It's Dogavitas from that right side for Darien. She'll pass it back to Beach. Schneeberger now looking to
has to be careful. She turns it over to Stevens. Good pressure from the senior. Stevens in her own end. Slapping it over to Katie Larrett, spinning around. Hits Sirasulo.
Libby Meyer trying to poke that away. Gromelski.
Good defense from Darien.
Getting it to her. It's Skylar Stevens running down the field. She's still going. Doing a great job of putting that pressure on, but Staples trying to win it back. Yeah, Stevens, the recent pull-up for Darien, has definitely made an impact on this team. She's definitely very fast, so it's working to Darien's advantage. It'll now be a timeout from Darien.
First timeout on either side for this game.
Yeah, Owen, what do you think will be really important for both of these teams to kind of work on these last, seven-ish minutes?
Well, there's 8:04 to go. We apologize for the clock still running on our broadcast. So clock stops at 8:04. I think it's very important right now for Darien to not be in their own heads. I think Staples has a lot of momentum right now, as they've had some good opportunities. Darien looks a little flustered trying to make the easy passes, and they haven't been able to do so effectively like we saw in that first half. So I think it's very important Darien makes those short passes and goes up the field slowly, whereas with Staples, I think it's getting the ball to Mary Stevens, getting it into the circle to Daisy Hackett and Leah Larrett like they did on their lone goal.
Yeah, I think building off of that point of kind of the shorter passes, I think that's what Darien was, kind of using in that first half, and is why they were kind of so successful there. And then it seems that, now in the mainly in the fourth quarter, we didn't see a lot of it in the third quarter. They've now tried to go for the longer drives, which we know this Staples team loves, because they definitely will try and pick up on those interceptions and everything. So I think maybe going back to that strategy will be really important for them. And I think Staples, once again, having no problem having those strong drives up the field. We saw it last year with Taya Osgen kind of clearing those balls up for Staples. So it'll be very interesting to see how the rest of this game plays out and how both teams kind of go about the rest of this fourth quarter with 8 minutes and 4 seconds to go.
Both teams breaking the respective huddles. Darien has possession. Anna Duart with the ball sitting on the turf in front of her. See what she elects to do. She'll hit a hard down the far sideline, but it's taken away by the Wreckers. And hit out by Dogavitas. So the 1 seed taking over Moving backwards. Ledenko goes to Ziegler. Ziegler hits it far up, trying to thread the needle. Bach intercepts it.
Bach trying to hold on to that ball. She'll be successful. Looking for a teammate. She'll find Gromelski. Gromelski trying to hold on to that ball, facing a little bit of contact from these Staples players, but it looks like it'll still be Staples' ball.
It was a good pass from Bach, getting it to Gromelski that time. Stevens will leave it for Larrett. Larrett goes forward with it. Have another whistle waiting to see where the spot actually is, so Larrett will leave it for Ziegler. Very junior-heavy team is this Staples Wreckers squad. Libby Meyer in her own end, the sophomore, going back to Beach.
Dogavitas now on that far right sideline for Darien. She'll try and take a drive, but she'll find Larrett.
Leah Larrett, the All-FCIAC first-teamer, in the corner. Looking to get it away. Into the circle now. Darien pounces on it. Trying to get that one away. Katie Larrett fighting for it. But Bach able to clear out the defense. They give it right back to the Wreckers. Sirasulo gets a little flustered, passes away to her left, and then sent out of bounds by the Wreckers.
Dogavitas now on the clear. She'll find Duart. Duart trying to take a drive, but I think it was deflected by a Staples stick and just went out of bounds. So it'll continue to be Darien's ball from that right sideline. It's Ava Welch passing it back to Dogavitas. Dogavitas now to, I think that was Libby Meyer, and Libby Meyer to her teammate now. It's
Katie Larrett
Ogle, yeah.
Swiping that one away from Ogle. Ogle regathers, but here's the FCIAC first-teamer Stevens going to Hackett. Hackett hits the top of that one, grounds it into the turf. Looking for Gromelski. Goes too far. Ziegler pokes it past Gromelski. The freshman Larrett shies away from Ogle. A good move from Ziegler. Gets Gromelski out of her way.
Just not enough power on that pass from Libby Meyer, but Duart will win that back, and now it's Bach going down the sideline with Larrett right next to her, but it looks like Gromelski will keep that ball.
They're going to whistle here and draw things back to Shannon Bach, the BC commit. Will join her sister Kate there in 2 years.
It's Libby Meyer to Bach. Bach now going towards that right sideline. She'll find Stevens.
Skylar
that
Stevens. Or that's
Is
Welch.
that Welch? Excuse me.
Osgen playing defense in the corner. Osgen, a good takeaway. Welch still fighting for it. It's a good battle on that far side. Osgen comes away with it. She'll look for the drive. Darien stepping in front. Sirasulo.
Finding the foot of Duart on that clear.
Bach. Turning around, being pushed back by Catherine Sirasulo, 3-year varsity starter. Another drive. Gets clogged before it can enter the circle.
Stevens still fighting for that ball, though.
And a corner coming for Darien. A big one right now with 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, this will be critical for Darien to kind of make a play off of this corner. I think they definitely do not want to go into overtime, which they saw last year during the FCIAC finals. So it'll definitely be interesting. I mean, their one goal of the game was from a corner in that first quarter, so.
Looking to do it again against the 15th ranked Staples Wreckers, ranked nationally, number 15 in the country. Duart another drive, gets blocked out front.
Duart still trying to hold on to it, but it'll be Larrett.
Was looking for the same thing they had the first time, a strong Duart drive, and maybe looking for a tip. That time, the Wreckers were all over it, crashing to Duart before she could get the ball away. And now here is Staples with 3 minutes and change. Looking to play it safe. No, they drive it down the field. Duart stepping in front and grabbing that one. Larrett going down looking for Daisy Hackett. Sharonek watches that one roll out.
Beach to clear for Darien. She'll go out to Dogavitas. Dogovia's looking inside, but she'll give that away. I think she was looking for Duarte, but now Staples.
It's Ava Pattinson.
Duarte finding that ball again. She'll pass it up the sideline. Staying in. Skylar Stevens is right there with her fellow teammate Gromelski, putting that pressure on those Staples defenders, but they'll work through it and win it back. But that pass will just go out of bounds, so it'll be Ava Welch from that sideline at the 40. Once again, trying to weave through these Staples players like she's done this game, but
Larrett looking for the drive, has it taken away.
I think Bach intercepted that pass.
And Darien in possession with 2 minutes to go. Gromelski trying to chase this one down.
Gromelski getting the ball, but it'll be just taken away. I think it was a foot from Gromelski or something. And a very strong clear. It's now Larrett on that sideline, but
good job from Larrett giving it away, but then recovering off of Schneeberger. Duarte takes that one now. Just over 90 seconds to go in the FCIAC championship game here at Jack Casagran Field. You're watching it on the DAF Media Network. Production brought to you with support from Terry and Nancy McGraw's. Darien working their way into Staples territory.
yeah, Ava Welch holding on to that ball. Although it'll look like it'll be a turnover, and Staples will take it with a drive up the field. She'll find Duarte.
Staples playing very aggressive with the long drives. Even with a minute left, they get the turnover. Darien, that is. That's number 3, Eve Dolan. First time calling her name in this game. Eve putting the pressure on fellow senior Anna Duarte.
Duarte driving it in. She'll find Gromelski.
Into the circle. Gromelski, Darien comes up short. Ella Ladenko under 50 seconds to go now.
It looks like it'll be a timeout for from Staples.
So clock stops at 44.3, tied at 1. Head coach Ian Tapsell calls a timeout.
Yeah, this will be a very interesting how both teams go along with for these last 50 seconds of the game. It looks like there's a slight injury from Staples' captain, maybe a calf cramp, but definitely not what you want to see in those last 50 seconds of this final.
Hoping to figure that out with 50 seconds left.
Yeah, I think for both these teams, they may want to just try and keep each other, without scoring any goals and possibly go into overtime. Everybody always wants to score in those last 50 seconds, but I think it might be smart, especially maybe for Darien to kind of hold off Staples. As we know, Staples is very quick with kind of making those plays and using those fast breaks to their advantage, so possibly having a couple extra minutes to kind of win back that game would be to their advantage. But this will be very interesting to see these kind of last 50 seconds.
It was Captain Ella Ladenko, the Dickinson commit, and the defender getting stretched out during that timeout. If we were to go to overtime, it is golden goal rules, so first one to score wins. I'm sure head coach Ian Tapsell for the Wreckers drew something up. Try to score here.
Ladenko with a very strong clear.
Lift
out to Larrett.
Over to the freshman Katie Larrett, who carves through the defense, goes back to midfield. And
Bach.
A whiff that time from Sirasulo as Bach takes it away.
Bach playing through contact, trying to hold on to it, but it'll still be her ball.
Bach calling for a ball. Clock continuing to run, 25 seconds. Is a big possession right now for Darien. Could be the difference between going home with some hardware and going home with nothing. It lifts. And a whistle. Staples will take over. 10 seconds left. They might just hold this.
Yeah, it looks like they probably will. Ladenko taking her time to clear it, and she'll go towards that back corner. So now Darien and Staples will go into overtime for this final.
1-1, and for the second straight year, we reach overtime in the FCIAC championship game between the Darien Blue Wave and the Staples Wreckers. 5 minutes before we head in this period of overtime. It's golden goal, and you're watching it on the DAF Media Network in conjunction with the FCIAC to bring you this one. Owen Heffron and Catherine Vanderzee ready to broadcast the golden goal overtime in just a bit.
Championships are built on more than just skill. They're built on heart, focus, and relentless work. These are life lessons gained through sport. Sports imitate life, and at CT Elite we take rising talent and push it to the next level.
At the heart of our mission is to teach, empower, and inspire a deep passion for the game. To simply play for the love of field hockey.
We prepare you for what's next. This is CT Elite Field Hockey.
When your event needs to look and sound its best, trust the team that delivers every time. At A1 Audio, we provide professional sound, video, and lighting systems throughout Fairfield County. From corporate meetings and fundraisers to community events and celebrations, A1 Audio brings clarity, energy, and atmosphere to every moment. Elevate your next event with A1. Call, email, or visit us today.
Celebrating and supporting Darien athletes. That is a simple mission of the Darien Athletic Foundation. Broadcasting live from the field, DAF Media covers 125 games a year. All Darien teams, our youth, in our town, on our fields. Fields like the Center Oval and Upper Oval turfs, the JV softball field, and Stadium East, the longest turf in New England. All made possible by the Darien Athletic Foundation and its generous founders and donors. The Darien Athletic Foundation is not just committed to building our town's athletic infrastructure, it's improving the civic infrastructure for everyone to enjoy. The multimedia scoreboard, the snack bar pavilion, and the stadium lights, a $750,000 investment that makes Darien High School just the second school in Connecticut with LED lights. The Darien Athletic Foundation board is made up of local parents who know just how quickly it goes by. Its archives of more than 60,000 photos capture those precious moments of our young athletes as they strive to be their very best. The Darien Athletic Foundation has raised almost $9.5 million for our town and its kids, and it's not stopping there, as it continues to build a legacy for our youth as bright as their future, both on and off the field.
back on the DAF Media Network for this 10-minute overtime period in the FCIAC championship game between the number 2 and the number 1 seeds. Darien and Staples tied up 1-1. Daisy Hackett scoring the equalizer early in the fourth quarter. It's 7-on-7 for the overtime period in golden goal style. So first one to score will win this game. And less players on the field clears up some space a little bit. We might see some more shots that way. And getting into the circle is a lot more dangerous now if you're on the offense. Ziegler on the near side. Flipping it up. Taken away by Libby Meyer. Ziegler over to Stevens. Stevens trying to accelerate on the near side.
Meyer taking that away, though.
Trying to pounce on the sophomore Meyer.
It'll be Bach in the middle, or excuse me, no, it'll go back to Beach. Beach and Duarte kind of now moving as a defensive unit for Darien, but Duarte taking that ball up, looking for one of her teammates. She'll find Welch on the sideline, which it just kind of bounces off her stick and goes to Larrett.
Larrett whipping it down the field. Duarte and Hackett in a race to the ball. Duarte gets there first. Darien possession. And Beach in her own end. Goes back on the right to Anna Duarte, who has the lone goal for Darien. Scored it early off a corner. An interception on the drive by Leah Larrett. The junior Larrett trying to get around. A whistle, Larrett keeps. It will be a free hit for the Wreckers. Catherine Cirasulo, one of the captains, goes back to Ziegler. Ziegler flipping it down for Stevens. Stevens gets the stick down. Along the near side, stick handling. Into the corner. It goes out and Staples will keep. Catherine Cirasulo, 3-year varsity starter. Bring it back to Larrett in the center. Larrett trying to get around Welch. Loose ball. Poke back to Larrett. Larrett another poke.
Meyer on that pressure, so Darien getting awarded that ball. Looks like it'll be Sophie Beach from around the 15-yard line. She'll pass it to Duarte. Duarte on that right side. She has Stevens wide open.
On the far side. 7-on-7 makes things a lot more difficult on the defense. A breakout pass.
Bach to Meyer. Meyer now looking.
Meyer hits off of Audrey Ziegler, and it's
just a little bit too high.
It's a turnover at the hands of Darien. 7 minutes to go now.
Ziegler back to Ledenko.
Ledenko, she likes the strong drives. This time she'll go softly to her left. Now back to the Dickinson commit. Ledenko, sticks collide. Hackett trying to chase it down. Duarte is there. Duarte saves it before it goes out of bounds.
Duarte to Gromelski.
Gromelski, 2 defenders in front of her.
Going towards goal.
Getting around. Gromelski backing up a hit. Stopped by Kinesic in front. And now leaves the circle. And Staples gets a stop. Kinesic makes a game-saving stop. A good job from Gromelski to even cut through the defense there.
Yeah, what an opportunity for Darien to kind of take that ball up. They'll definitely try and repeat it this time, but hopefully score. It's Duarte to Bach in the middle. Bach going to Meyer on that left sideline. Meyer trying to pass it through. She'll hit the ball into a Staples player.
Out front. Gromelski. Kinesic.
Looking.
And it's a possession flip. Oh, excuse me, no, it stays with Darien, but it will go back out to the 25 with Shannon Bach going back to Duarte. Darien has been in control of this overtime. Into the circle, flipped up, a whistle, and Staples will take over.
Yeah, Darien definitely looking very threatening in these past kind of like 45 seconds, would you say? But now it's Ledenko to clear that ball out. She'll find her teammate, but Duarte is right there taking the ball away.
Fast break, 2-on-2.
She has Gromelski to her left.
Duarte goes into the circle. She falls down, and it looks like a corner may be called. The clock will continue to run in the overtime period. Duarte getting tripped up halfway through.
Yeah, the captain putting her body on the line for this Darien team. Definitely trying to make something happen here. We've had 2 very good opportunities for Darien in these past first couple of minutes of this overtime. And they'll definitely try to kind of have something. I think it'll be Libby Meyer to insert for Darien.
There's 4 Darien attackers waiting in the circle for Meyer to insert. And there are 3 Staples defenders running out, and then Knesset in goal. Dewart going back to the top, bouncing off of Bach, look for a strong drive in. Bach gives it that, it's tipped up, and a stop from the Wreckers. Biggest stop of the game on the defensive side of the ball on either side, 4:15.
Ledenko to clear it. Gromelski kind of blocking off those 2 options for her on her right. She'll pass it far to Larrett.
Larrett down the far side, a good outlet pass for Hackett. Hackett just has to get around Beach. Hackett, loose ball. Hackett working her way in, maybe looking for a foot. Can she draw it?
Dewar.
She looks like she can.
It looks like it'll be...
Or is it just a free position?
Yeah, it's just a free position. They were not inside of the circle.
So Larrett in the corner backing away from Bach. Goes up along the
Bach and Stevens working as a defensive
side.
unit. Still Staples ball.
Trying to go into the circle.
It's an opportunity, but Meyer tipping that ball away. It's Gromelski on that ball.
Larrett fighting for it. That's the freshman.
Gromelski trying to push past.
Gromelski reverse, getting it down the field, but it rolls right to Audrey Ziegler.
Yeah, I think Gromelski thought she had one of her teammates further upfield. But it'll still be Darien's possession, and it looks like it'll be Sophie Beach from around the 45-yard line.
There's 3 minutes left to go in the overtime period.
Or excuse me, now she's at the 40. Or maybe not.
And this overtime expires with no goals scored. I believe it would be another 10-minute overtime, and then we go to penalty shots. Leah Larrett on the far side trying to cut through. Contact with Bach, no whistle. Gets past Cirasulo.
Still Darien's ball. It's Bach from the 50-yard line. Or excuse me, Duart from the 40.
Clock's still running, even through the whistles.
Duart looking to take that ball up the field as far as she can.
A drive looking for Gromelski. It goes too far, rolling out of bounds. The Wreckers will have the ball. 2 minutes left in the overtime period. That rolls out. Darien takes over in the Staples end.
Libby Meyer for Darien, passing it back to Beach.
Beach along the 40.
Beach giving a
rolling over to
pass.
Dewart. Larrett in front of Dewart. Dewart into the
drive.
circle.
She'll find
out
Bach.
front.
Bach trying to hold on to that.
Swiped away. Meyer.
Meyer now trying to make something happen for this Darien team. She'll try and drive it in, or she'll find a foot.
And it will be a corner as the foot was drawn in the circle. And now for the second time in the overtime period, Darien has an opportunity for a circle. Shannon Bach trying to stretch out. Libby Meyer, you would think, would insert again.
And she will.
A minute left. Penalty corners can take a lot of time off the clock, and the clock will run. Like I mentioned, running through the whistles. Meyer on the insert. Staples came up big last time on the stop. A minute left in the FCIAC Championship, first overtime.
All right, Bach to
goes
Dewart.
to her right. Dewart,
wide right.
A drive in front, rolling out the back of the end line, and they'll go to the Wreckers. Excuse me, no, it goes to back to Darien. The Wreckers make the initial stop. Darien at the 25, now trying to drive in, and this time it's a real takeaway. Going up for Hackett. Daisy Hackett, a one-on-one with Beach. Hackett.
Beach poking that away for Darien. She'll try and hold on to it, but it'll be a Staples ball.
Hackett gets it back. Katie Larrett streaking upfield.
Meyer taking that away. She'll keep going.
Libby Meyer looking for a drive. She swipes it over to midfield.
Skylar Stevens now on the right side for Darien. She'll find the Staples stick, but keep possession.
Flipping it down for Bach. Shannonbach sidestepping, getting past Ledenko. Shannonbach going in a swipe. A block out front from the Wreckers. They'll swipe it out with 3 seconds left. A huge play on the defensive side. And that's the end of the first overtime in this FCIAC championship game. 1-1 is the score. And a quick break here on the DAF Media Network as we collab with the FCIAC to bring you this game heading into overtime number 2 as we thank our sponsors CT Elite and A1 Audio. We will be right back.
Championships are built on more than just skill. They're built on heart, focus, and relentless work. These are life lessons gained through sport. Sports imitate life, and at CT Elite we take rising talent and push it to the next level.
At the heart of our mission is to teach, empower, and inspire a deep passion for the game. To simply play for the love of field hockey.
We prepare you for what's next. This is CT Elite Field Hockey.
Second period of overtime ready to begin. It's 10 minutes again, still golden goal. If no goals are scored within this period, it will go to penalty shots, which as far to my knowledge, Ella Cherenek has never faced as a goalie.
Yeah,
I believe, whereas goalie Paige Knesic faced off against penalties 2 years ago in the FCIAC semifinals against Ridgefield. She did not allow a goal.
yeah, I think Ella Chernak has faced a couple of strokes, but I don't think she's ever, faced a penalty shootout, but she's been very good at saving those strokes, so it'll definitely be interesting if it goes to that. Both teams having two very strong goalies. It's Bach in the middle for Darien, trying to take a break. It'll be Gromelski open.
Gromelski has Welch to her left, spinning back around. Gromelski tries a reverse hit. It's blocked out front, and Staples makes the stop that they need.
It's Ledenko for Staples. Once again, Gromelski putting that kind of pressure on her and to not be able to go back to one of her defenders.
Ledenko moving up the field. Got to be careful. She gives it away. But they'll keep it with them. Up to Larrett. Maybe hits it back to herself a little too strong. She had to regather. And we'll go back to her captain, Ella Ledenko. Ledenko goes way back to Audrey Ziegler, the second-year varsity player. They drive down the field, and it's a long one that will go out of bounds, and Staples will take over.
Sophie Beach for Darien, hitting it to Anna Duart. Duart taking the ball up the field.
Dewart had Welch open. Might have hit off Leah Larrett's foot, so the breakaway opportunity ends right there. 8:20 to go. Dewart, the captain, looking for Bach. Nearly had it taken away by Katie Larrett.
Dewart once again making a run.
Dewart.
She has Welch up the field. She'll pass it to her. Welch going back. Darien looking to definitely play with a little bit more composure in the second half
Go
of
back
overtime.
in the middle over to Gromelski.
Gromelski.
They play aggressive over to Adriana Gromelski. Back for Bach. Bach spinning around. Playing it safe to Welch. Welch down low. Kinesic kicks it away. Still along the baseline. And a whistle, and it goes the Wreckers' way. Kinesic makes the save. It was an easy one out front. Good job kicking that one, snuffing out any opportunity. Leah Larrett, the Wreckers have to get it out of their end. Darien has been swarming them with pressure. Something that Staples does so well is now being used against them.
Ogle now with the ball for Darien. She'll hit it to Bach. Bach in the middle of the field. She has Abel Welch. Now it's back to Bach. Bach facing some pressure, though.
Bach goes back to Dewart, and Anna Dewart, who has the goal for Darien, gets it over to Welch. Welch in front of Larrett. Larrett stands tall, makes the stop. The Northwestern commit has a free position, and Ella Ladenko will scoop it up from there. Under 7 minutes to go in OT2. Both teams so strong defensively. It is very likely we head right to a penalty shootout. Ladenko pauses for a moment. Will go to her left. Got to be careful. Gromelski charging in. They swipe it back. Staples just running around. They have to clear it out of their end.
This Darien team is not really giving them an inch to kind of move around.
Ladenko up, finds the open player. Cirasulo goes out off of Cirasulo's stick. And Ziegler has the ball on a free hit opportunity now. Ladenko in front of Kinesic. Ladenko taps it up to herself, does it one more time, and then deflection over to Cirasulo.
It's Ogle for Darien.
Bach in the middle between the hash marks, goes over to Welch. Welch has run in a lot along the end line and then gone into the circle. We'll see if she tries to do so again. Looks like she wants to do it, but she'll give this one away to her fellow junior, Shannon Bach, the first team All-FCIAC Boston College commits. Gets
She'll
herself
get
a corner.
This is a really good opportunity for Darien with 5 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this kind of overtime. I think will be definitely important to utilize this. They've had a lot of opportunities off of these corners, just with a little bit too hard of passes at times, and kind of Staples doing some really good defending. So hopefully this time they will find success like they did to get their goal for during the regular kind of time of the game.
Ogle will insert. The Columbia commit. We're halfway through OT number 2. Darien has scored their only goal on a corner back in the first half on a very similar play to this, where it went to Bach, who then went to Dewart. We'll see if she does so again. She does. Dewart. It's disrupted. Trying to go back to Bach, and the Staples defenders fly to the ball.
Bach staying right there, though. It'll be Larrett to take it.
Katie Larrett
for Staples. The
flicking
ball
it down the field. No one's there.
loose. Dewart getting that ball and hitting it back to Beach. Beach now possibly going to run it up the field. He has
Beach.
space.
Beach goes over to Welch.
A very well placed ball by Beach for Welch. Welch now looking to go into the circle.
And it's in front for
Trying to
Kinesic,
shoot.
who kicks it away.
Welch staying with it. It'll be, I think, Staples' ball clearing it out of their circle. Ladenko to clear for Staples. A very strong drive, but it'll go to Shannon Bach. Shannon Bach now trying to make a run. She'll try and find Welch, but it'll be a foot and just a little bit too long. And now it'll be Staples once again clearing it out of their circle. Once again, it's Ladenko, the captain for Staples, trying to make a run up the field.
Staples looking to end it.
Dewar intercepting that ball. She'll hit it for Gromelski. Gromelski to Ogle.
Ogle spinning around, swarmed by those blue jerseys.
Ogle smartly hitting it into the feet of the Staples players, but
Ledenko trying to drive it up to Hackett. Hackett gets lost by Dewart. And a Dewart over to Bach.
Bach going down towards that baseline.
You got to think that both teams are gassed right now. It's a loose ball. Goes over to Ogle. Ogle's going to try to hit it. She whiffs on it, swiped away, and it's a stop from the Wreckers. Under 3 minutes left.
Yeah, both these teams putting in a lot of effort right now. It's a very strong lift by Ledenko, but Ogle picks it up. But it'll still be Staples' ball.
Staples field hockey with 2:30 left.
It's Ledenko for Staples.
A big drive down the field that just finds nobody. Staples has not been able to get it out of their end. It feels like this entire overtime period. And when they do, there's nobody downfield for them. A swipe from Beach to get it in to Dewart. Dewart has Welch. She'll try to go to her. It's tipped by Larrett, but it finds Welch anyways. Ledenko out in front. Playing defense. Welch cutting back. Good job from the junior. Into Bach in the circle. And they call a foot on Shannon Bach. Under 2 minutes left in OT2. Ledenko. A drive down the field.
Find Ogle for Darien.
This time
it's
blocked
Bach.
in front. Bach is dangerous. Got to be careful. She's spinning around. Larrett comes in, swipes it away, but they award the ball to Darien. A dangerous free position here with the BC commit. Bach goes over to Ogle.
Ogle to Welch. Welch now on that sideline where she likes to be.
In the circle. It's intercepted out in front and swiped towards the sideline. Dewart gets there.
Dewar
trying to get past Hackett. Dewart is dangerous, flips it into the circle. Good stop from the Staples defense.
Welch now
Welch
on
going
the
around
drive.
Into the circle. Look out for a
Gromelski.
hit. Gromelski inside. A whistle. And it will go the other way. Under a minute to go. Gromelski took some contact and fell down.
No foul, though, from Staples, and it's Ledenko to clear.
40 seconds. Staples taking their time. They either want the last shot or they want this to go to penalties. It's a whiff on the clear from Ziegler. It rolls into the corner. Adriana Gromelski trying to end it right now. That would be huge and could be very costly.
It's Ogle from that left sideline for Darien, trying to get into the circle.
Along the baseline. This is crunch time for the Wave. Rolls into the end line, and it's a corner for Darien. Time will expire as this corner happens, and this all leads back to the clear attempt by Ziegler that was not successful. If Darien scores right now, the game is over. If Staples makes the stop, we'll head to a penalty shootout. Darien already scored on a corner, trying to do it again. Big defense chance. Our cameras are shaking as they point to Athena Ogle right at insert here.
Got some very excited fans. It'll be Ogle to insert.
Ogle gets it in to Shannon Bach. Bach goes to her right. It's Ava Welch. Welch flips it up in front of the net. Out front, Knesic, a diving save!
Knesic keeps it in, though.
Flying across, another drive in. Staples standing in front, and we'll do the whole thing again.
Corner.
We'll do the entire thing again.
This did happen the last time that Staples and Darien played this season. They had 3 corners back-to-back for Darien at the end of that game.
Paige Knesic came flying across the crease, making a stick save. Darien inserts again on their second straight corner.
It's Bach.
Bach goes to Dewart, this time on a right out front, past Gromelski. They can't connect. Another flip. Oh, it's in! It was too far out. Did it not go in? It didn't go in. It did not go in. Staples makes the stop. 1-1 at the end of overtime. Another look here. You thought it went in, Catherine.
I thought that they were inside of the circle.
They kept playing as the shot went inside past the circle, so the goal will not count, and we will head to a penalty shootout the same way that Greenwich and Wilton did in the quarterfinals. Greenwich coming up victorious, but then losing to Darien 3-0. Darien, their only goal out all the playoffs was to Daisy Hackett in the fourth, and now Ella Chernak and Paige Knesich will both be tested on the biggest stage. Everyone crowding to the fence down in the stands. Another look at this last segment as Beach hit the back of the cage, but it was too far outside of the circle. You're watching on the DAF Media Network. Do not go anywhere. Penalty shots coming up.
When your event needs to look and sound its best, trust the team that delivers every time. At A1 Audio, we provide professional sound, video, and lighting systems throughout Fairfield County. From corporate meetings and fundraisers to community events and celebrations, A1 Audio brings clarity, energy, and atmosphere to every moment. Elevate your next event with A1. Call, email, or visit us today.
Championships are built on more than just skill. They're built on heart, focus, and relentless work. These are life lessons gained through sport. Sports imitate life, and at CT Elite we take rising talent and push it to the next level.
At the heart of our mission is to teach, empower, and inspire a deep passion for the game. To simply play for the love of field hockey.
We prepare you for what's next. This is CT Elite Field Hockey.
When your event needs to look and sound its best, trust the team that delivers every time. At A1 Audio, we provide professional sound, video, and lighting systems throughout Fairfield County. From corporate meetings and fundraisers to community events and celebrations, A1 Audio brings clarity, energy, and atmosphere to every moment. Elevate your next event with A1. Call, email, or visit us today.
Got about 30 seconds before the penalty shootout. You see Paige Knesich in neon green in net. The goalie next door, not Darian's Elacharanek, but the backup goalie, also a senior captain, though, Tess Hagany. Catherine, explain that move.
Yeah, so Tess Hagany is better statistically at guarding those longer drives out from, the the circle. So it's a very strategic move by Darian's coaching staff to kind of put her in for these. I think Ella Cheranek, their starting goalie and who played during majority of this game, is very good with those close, plays. But I think now putting Tess Hagany in is also a very smart move. She's very good at those long drives out from the top of the circle. So it'll be very interesting to see how this plays out. But it should work in Darian's favor, and I think possibly Tess Hagany has maybe been in this situation before.
It starts from the 25. Ava Welch will get things started. 5 shots back and forth to decide the winner of the FCIAC championship game. Welch will go against the All-FCIAC first-team goalie, Paige Knesich. There is a timer on each stroke as they run in. If you do not get it within that time limit, then your shot expires.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be maybe 8 seconds on the clock.
I believe it's 8.
Not sure, though. They're still kind of figuring it out. But we will see.
It's 8 seconds should be on the stroke. Trying to figure out how to get it on the scoreboard.
Yeah, a little bit of technical difficulties.
We'll wait here while the timer gets situated.
Yeah, the fans look to be getting a little antsy. Everybody wants to see how this kind of plays out, but it's important that we have the correct time on the scoreboard for these players. Yeah, it looks like both teams are kind of talking over strategy. So definitely the Darien team, who is not in frame currently, but again, it looks like Staples is giving encouragement to their goalie, Paige Knesich.
Knesich and Hagany both walk out to their respective huddles. Like we mentioned, Knesich faced off against Ridgefield in the FCIAC semis in 2023. Did not allow a goal against the Tigers then. Still figuring out the scoreboard. It would be tough to hand time something like this. I don't know if they would be allowed to do that, as we experienced some technical difficulties here on the scoreboard at Jack Casagrande Field. We'll step away for a moment on the DAF Media Network until they can get things figured out. We had the technical difficulty sorted out for a sec. We have to try to figure it out again. And they're just delaying the inevitable here. Basically, 8 seconds is not able to be put onto the clock. So we're going to see what the referees want to do. If we can just try to get it down 8 seconds, stop it, and then do it for every time would take forever.
Yeah, maybe setting it to 10 seconds and then running it down like 2 seconds might be the smarter move, but we will see how the tech team kind of goes about this and also what the refs decide to do, because definitely would, if I was out on that field, that would definitely mess with my nerves.
Absolutely.
I think waiting to kind of take these 1v1s, which are already, you know, intense and get you kind of antsy, then having to wait this long to kind of take them is definitely kind of a mental game.
Both goalies walked back to the net. Now they're going to walk back to the huddles.
Yeah, very interesting.
And they're trying to figure it out again. And I think it's only right that we take another pause, as the refs will discuss with the coaches here. They're going to see, actually, what they're going to do. They're talking to the huddles here, and they might just do hand timers.
Yeah, it looks like one of the officials has, I think, possibly like an Apple Watch or something on that she could time off of her watch. It'll definitely be interesting to see how they kind of coordinate between the two refs, when to call the whistles and everything.
So here's Ava Welch to go in. First shot of the day on Paige Knesic. Knesic trying to swipe away. She can't. Makes a diving poke. What a save.
A great play by Knesic there, just getting her stick on that ball.
She missed the initial swipe and then dives across to disrupt Ava Welch. And that is why she is the All-FCIAC first-team goalie. Here is Leah Larrett, the junior and the Northwestern commit, looking to give Staples a 1-0 lead on Tess Haggany. Haggany getting in front. Larrett cutting back. Another opportunity. Another dive.
Saves the ball. A great play by Haggany on that.
Back-to-back beautiful saves from Knesic and Haggany. And no one has scored.
Now we can see definitely why Darien chose to sub her in for these PKs. It'll be Shannon Bach to take it for Darien now.
Here is the BC commit Bach testing Paige Knesic. Knesic jogging out. Bach going to her left, spinning back around. Knesic falling down to the turf, getting back up. It's high and it's wide. Bach can't net it. Knesic putting the pressure on.
Yeah, just wide for Bach on that shot, and a great pressure by Knesic on that play. And now it'll be...
It's Ella Ledenko, the captain for the Wreckers, going in on Tess Haggany, the captain, 1 of 3 for Darien. Haggany jogging out. Ledenko to her left, cutting back, time winding down. Haggany diving, disrupting, back up, whistle blows before the shot.
Play. Both of these goalies very equally matched in these PKs, not letting one goal in so far. It's 0-0 in these kind of PKs, and now it'll be Adriana Gromelski for Darien. She was the one to take the 1 goal last game versus Staples. Definitely a top threat for Darien.
Here is Adriana Gromelski, the 3-sport athlete, and another member of the FCIAC first team. Knesic comes out, a poke, another one, diving, what a save!
Will Gromelski get it off before the time? She will not.
Paige Knesic diving this way and that way, denying the wave. As here's the Georgetown commit, Mary Stevens, still no balls finding the goal in this penalty shootout. Here is Mary Stevens. Going against Haggany, captain on captain. Senior Stevens going to the right. Haggany diving, Stopping. Stevens again. Still swiping.
Hageny's
Backing
still
it in.
there.
Whistle blown. No goals.
Wow.
Another stop from Hageny.
Yeah, you can definitely see how these two teams are very equally matched, like on both kind of sides of the field with their goalies and with their kind of attackers. They all have very strong attackers, but I think the goalies are just holding out on their own. And now we'll see Athena Ogle for Darien.
And she and Paige Knesic know each other. They've played club together. And now they're going one-on-one. Knesic a swipe away. Ogle gets back to it. Still has time. Knesic coming out. A swat
Reverse.
and another dive. Another one. And time is on. Time is done. Darien, 4 attempts, denied 4 times. Staples ready to take their 4th shot. It's Katie Larrett in the hands of a freshman.
And here we go. This could be the determining play for both of these teams on whether or not we go into extended PKs or not. 2
older sisters playing D1 field hockey. Larrett loses it off her foot, and that will stop the attempt entirely.
Yeah, that's definitely unfortunate for the Staples team. That's an opportunity that was given away that really shouldn't have been, but I think it's definitely a lot of pressure in these situations.
Especially as a freshman, your first year on such
Yeah.
a storied program on this squad. Here's Anna Dewart on Darien's 5th and could be final attempt. Whistle blown. Here comes the captain. Knesic jogs out, fakes the swat, goes to her right. Knesic misses on the attempt.
Dewart scores for
puts it in.
Darien!
Dewart
What
puts
a
it in.
play by the senior captain for Darien!
Staples needs to score or this game is done. It will be Tess Hageny trying to deny Daisy Hackett, the lone goal scorer in this game for Staples. She went 5-hole on Ella Cherenek and now has to face a new goaltender.
Yeah, all eyes.
In Tess Hageny.
Yeah, all eyes are going to be on Tess Hageny here.
For the championship. Spinning. Swatting! Hageny
Hageny.
gets it away! What's the call here?
She stopped playing the
What's
ball.
the call?
It looks like Tess Hageny was in her every right there, but
There was some contact. Are they going to call a stroke?
it would be interesting because we've seen some similar plays already in these PKs from not only Tess Hageny but also Paige Knesic in their kind of goaltending style, but it looks like it'll possibly be a stroke for Staples now, which is
That's
definitely intense, but Tess Hageny, once again, the right goalie to have in goal for this. She's known for saving these.
It's a big advantage if you're Daisy Hackett. Hackett has to score to keep Staples alive. And
Hageny
she does
saves it! Darien wins the FCIAC.
For the 17th time in program history, Darien takes the FCIAC crown. They beat Staples, getting revenge for last year, and they're back where they were 2 years ago. It's Anna Dewart, the hero, scoring in the first quarter and scoring in penalties.
Yeah, Dewar and Hageny making all the difference for this Darien team. Yeah, this Darien team will be very happy to kind of see these plays, especially since they lost last year to Staples in the FCIAC finals. But what a game from both teams. I mean, both very strong players on both sides.
A look at Dewart's first goal as it was deflected by Larrett out front. Another look at it going into the net. And then Stevens finding Hackett to get the equalizer, going between the legs of Ella Cherenek. Here's the penalty from Dewart, getting it past Paige Knesic. And then the final save from Hageny, getting that left hand up and cementing Darien's FCIAC championship win. 2-1 in penalty strokes here at Jack Casagran Field. Thanks to everyone on this DAF Media crew. Thanks to our sponsors, CT Elite Field Hockey and A1 Audio. Thanks to the FCIAC for working with us to bring you this one on the DAF Media Network. Darien wins the FCIAC championship game over their rival, the Staples Wreckers. Damian Andrew oversees our whole operation here at the DAF Media Network, joined alongside Catherine Vanderzee. I'm Owen Heffron. You guys got a good one today. Darien brings home the FCIAC crown.
Championships are built on more than just skill. They're built on heart, focus, and relentless work. These are life lessons gained through sport. Sports imitate life, and at CT Elite we take rising talent and push it to the next level.
At the heart of our mission is to teach, empower, and inspire a deep passion for the game. To simply play for the love of field hockey.
We prepare you for what's next. This is CT Elite Field Hockey.
When your event needs to look and sound its best, trust the team that delivers every time. At A1 Audio, we provide professional sound, video, and lighting systems throughout Fairfield County. From corporate meetings and fundraisers to community events and celebrations, A1 Audio brings clarity, energy, and atmosphere to every moment. Elevate your next event with A1. Call, email, or visit us today.